Hey folks, welcome to Fat Off the Bone, and it's raining outside, so we're doing this in the house, which we never do, but I got to thinking I wanted to make some meatloaf, and I've seen recipes for smoked meatloaf, and I thought, well, let's make a smoked meatloaf, but I studied on it, and I want to share it with you guys. I think you'll like it, and the cool thing is you can make this in the oven, you can do it on a pellet grill, you can do it on a propane grill, you can do it on a charcoal grill. As long as you can get it 250 degrees and leave it, you're good to go. Just know if you do it in the oven, you're not going to get any smoke flavor. It'll just be a doctored up meatloaf. But we're going to start out with about 2.5 pounds of hamburger meat. Now we had this in the freezer, so actually it's been in there for about 3 months. So this is a good way to use it. Make use of it. I actually have 3 pounds of hamburger, but I'm going to use 2.5 because I'm going to make hot dogs one night this week. I like to make homemade chili, so I'm going to save about 1/2 pound for that. And the good thing about this is you just got to get in there with your hands. You can't, there's really no clean way of doing this. You just got to get in and do it. Let's see, about half. Yeah, so you just get it in the bowl there and get it kind of mushed up, and just think about a traditional, what you would put in meatloaf, and it's a lot like that, a little bit different. So you got 2 eggs here. You're gonna beat them up just like scrambled eggs, and dump them right in there with the hamburger meat. What else you put? You put onions in meatloaf. So there's an onion chopped up. You put that onion. There's a bell pepper chopped up, and about 4 cloves of garlic minced. Put that right in there. If you don't like bell pepper, don't put bell pepper. You don't have to. It's up to you. I'm going to put some Rufus Teague steak rub, because where this is going to be different from a regular meatloaf is instead of a ketchup, we're going to use barbecue sauce for the, and I'm going to use a little bit of this Cajun seasoning here too. It looks like I'm putting a lot, but remember now, there's almost 3 pounds of meat that you're using here. So just give that a mix. That's just like that. Just get it all incorporated together. The eggs, the hamburger meat, the onions, bell pepper. Already smells good. Haven't even started on it. Then it calls, the recipe that I found actually called for breadcrumbs, but I'm going to use Ritz crackers. They got these sleeves here, Ritz crackers. I like the taste of Ritz crackers better than I do breadcrumbs. And all this should be stuff you just got laying around the house. Or if you don't, it's easy to get. Oh yeah, you can, now see, you can immediately tell when you put the breadcrumbs that this is starting to stiffen up and do what you want it to do, to be able to shape it into a meatloaf. The other thing we're going to do that's different than your traditional meatloaf is I'm going to make this thing in 2 layers. I'm going to stuff it with cheese, because we don't like cheese. Man, that smells good. I told my wife, I said, how does this garlic look? She said, like big chunks. And I said, well, it's supposed to be minced. She said, well, it ain't. Do you want me to mince it? I said, yeah, come on, mince it. So she taught me how to mince without cutting my finger off, which is good. All right, so then this is homemade barbecue sauce. You can use whatever you got. If you don't have homemade barbecue sauce, you use, Kraft, or, I don't know how much tea you put. Just put a good little shot, because later on we're going to baste it with this while it's cooking. Man, it smells good. I know I done said that 2 or 3 times, but it's true. You want to roll over on me. Now, I hope when you make this, I hope you'll use a pellet grill or a charcoal grill with some chunks of wood, because it will be better with that smoked flavor. But I can tell you it's going to be good no matter how you do it. Now, this is the first time I've ever done this, so if it sucks, y'all have to find out when you make it, because I done did the video, so we're going to make sure best we can that it don't. Alright, so if you're going to smoke it, if you're going to use a pellet grill or a charcoal grill, you're going to put it on something so it can get the smoke. So what I've got, let's see, what I've got is one of these little grill pans right here, and I've got it sitting in a baking pan, so you know everything don't run everywhere, and that's how we're going to do it. So you're going to take roughly half of this hamburger meat and just make it into, for lack of a better word, a log. And like I said, I've never done this, so just do it just like that. And somebody said, my wife said, what if it comes apart? Well, it'll be a sloppy Joe meatloaf log. And this is a non-stick pan. And I'm telling you, I'm already can tell from looking at this that I'm gonna have to change what I said I was gonna do. I said I was gonna stuff this with cheese. I can tell by looking at it that that's not gonna be the right idea. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make more than one of these, and then I'm gonna top it with cheese. So we'll do that, we'll show you, we'll be back in just a minute. Thank you for watching Fat Off the Bone. Hey folks, welcome back to Fat Off the Bone. And during the break here, we actually made these into like a little, like a boat. And then I saved part of it here to cover the top. So I've got this Tillamook triple cheddar blend cheese. Because, you know, if you like a hamburger, then a cheeseburger is better. So we're just gonna fill that thing up with cheese, just like that. On both meatloaves. And it's got to be good. I don't know how long it's going to take to cook. It might be tomorrow morning before it's ready to eat, but you know it's going to be good. All the best thing. Alright, so that gets good on the cheese. And then once you get toward the end of the cook, if you wanted to, you could put, you know, you could put some more cheese on the top of it if you felt inclined. But then we're just gonna make this into like a topper. Just like that. Y'all sitting at home saying, this ain't gonna work. Yeah, it is. It's gonna work. Oh, I meant to tell y'all when we first started, the garlic, it was 4, what do you call it? Not heads of garlic, just cloves. The little things inside the head, the 4 of them, that well, I chopped up, but then my wife said, that's way too big, you gotta mince it. So she minced it. And we just do that. And there we go. Now the cool thing about this is you ain't gonna take it out of this pan. You're just gonna put this pan right on the grill. So I don't know, just cause I think it'd be good, I'm gonna put a little bit more barbecue sauce right on the top of it. Just like that. And let's go outside and we'll put it on the smoker. We'll be right back. And there is our stuffed meatloaf with barbecue sauce. 254 degrees is fine. We're open it right up. Right on here. Look at that. And we're going to close it down. Now, when we close this down, a couple of things I'm going to tell you. This needs to be 160 degrees in the middle to be okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a, well actually let me grab it here. I'm going to put a digital thermometer on it, which I can't find. Oh, it's around here somewhere and I'll find it. But I'm going to put a digital thermometer on this so I can watch it. When it gets to about 120 degrees, then I'm going to put a little more barbecue sauce on top of it and then finish it to about 160. So what we'll do when we come back, I'll have the temperature probe hooked up. I'll explain to you why we use it. The one I got was $10. It's the cheapest one. I know they make some fancy ones. I don't see the point in it. If you want a fancy one, go get it. But I'm going to guess that this is going to take close to 4 hours to get to 160 degrees. I may be dead wrong, I don't know. But we'll come back when we get it to 120 and put a little more sauce on it. We'll let you see it, and then we'll show you the finished product. Thank you for watching Fat Off the Bone. We'll be back. Hey folks, welcome back to Fat Off the Bone. And you can tell our little digital thermometer here is going off. It means it's up to temperature. You got one of them is 167, one's 163. Take a look at that. There you go. There's your smoked meatloaf stuffed with cheese. So you just take your leaves out here. Come on. Bring this over here. Oh yeah. Good. So, just so you know, here's what you do. If you ever want to make this, you're going to need 2 pounds of hamburger meat. You're going to need an onion, a bell pepper, about 4 cloves of garlic, mince that up. You're going to need about a half a cup of barbecue sauce, whatever kind you want. 25 or 30 Ritz crackers crushed up for your breadcrumbs, 2 eggs, and then whatever kind of steak seasoning you like to use. You can use Lowry seasoning, salt, whatever you want. Mix it all together, make you 2 loaves like this, make you a boat in the top of it, stuff it with cheese, use the leftover to make a cap for it. Put it on the smoker. It did not take as long as I thought. It took about 2 hours, maybe just a tiny bit longer to do this. And when you get around 135, 140, baste it with barbecue sauce again, and there's your finished product. So that's all you need to do. This has been Fat Off the Bone. We appreciate you watching. Y'all enjoy it. Smoked meatloaf.